Hello and welcome! Today I'm going to be showing you the best way to get a good amount of sprite chest, about 5 to 8 sprite chests per match to increase your odds at getting the best sprites in the game. And here is my sprite collection to show how good this method can be. Now, I will say one disclaimer, I did trade for the Gummy 0 Point sprite. I did not pull this. And some of these other sprites, like the other 0 Point ones, I got from eliminations. But it is very easy to get a lot of good sprites. So first things first, to do this strategy, you want to go in with an Earth sprite. I'm just going to go in with a level 1 for the sake of the video, just showing how you can get good pulls even if it's a lower level. Because I've had many times where it's only a level 2 or 3 and still get a gold sprite. And for this strategy, you also want to make sure that you are in squads and make sure no fill is on. And this is very important. And the reason why squads is good is because a lot of times in solos, people are specifically landing on these chests. And going in squads minimizes the chance, because a lot of times squads are going to the POIs themselves, not going to the specific chest. And right here, as you can see, there's plenty of people with gummy sprites. Now, it is a power hour that needs to be noted. Gummy sprites, while I'm recording this, do have a higher chance of spawning. So there's a good chance doing this route we will end up getting a gummy sprite. Now it's important to note that we are going to go onto the map and we're going to go right here. This is right on the map where I marked. This right here is the location where we're going to start our strategy at. This is a great start because you're going to see how many chests we're able to hit really quickly, and the ending spot of this gives you multiple different options on how you could continue your looting. And a lot of times by the time I'm done with this strategy as well, you wind up already having a lot of sprites in your inventory and you're just ready to go on ahead and exit out, extract those sprites, and finish out your match. Now, the most important thing that's for the strategy is, since this is squads and it is difficult to end up winning, you can, after you extract the sprites you wanted to extract and all, you could just go and leave the match instantly, or you could continue to play it out and try to get lucky and get a win. I mean, I have personally gotten a win in doing this strategy already, while also getting some great sprites, so it can be worth it. But if time is of the essence, I would most definitely back out of the match and just go straight into another one to maximize your chances of getting the best pools. So it's important to note that the first sprite chest should spawn right here. Now, sprite chests are interesting because they do not have a 100% spawn rate. Because of that, we're a little unlucky. You know, I find that one tends to spawn in a lot. The one good thing about this power hour is we do have the mythic boots, and the cool thing about these boots is that they don't run out of stamina, so it'll help us with our rotating. And here's the second spot. And boom, a chest, and it's just an epic king sprite, but hey, we'll take that. Now, the loadout for this strategy is very interesting, because since you're in squads, you're not really wanting to fight people while doing this, because your main goal is kind of to stay under the radar. So you want to try to get at least one gun. Currently, I'm carrying 2, mainly because I would rather have 2 when I don't really have my favorite gun, or I just don't have a lot of sprites / movement. But as you can see, I'm just going to carry this Stinger SMG all by itself, because I already have a lot of movement now. Quite frankly, the rifts are really good because they can help you get away from squads, and the shockwave grenades are really good for those short, quick movements across the map. Now we're going to go to location number 3. Now you want to go to this side, you want to pull your glider and go to this side of the building. You can just enter straight through here, and there you go, boom, another chest. And right there, as you can see, there is a gummy water sprite. Now, we do have a player right here, so we will go ahead, get the knock on them. And I do like carrying some heals, and because I just don't like the mythic sliders, although they are really good for a challenge like this, I don't like them, so I'm not going to equip them. Now, it is important to note that we do have another team. Now, in a lot of situations, you do want to get out of here, and you do not want to fight. You want to maximize your looting, but because that first player was a bot, we kind of know that the rest of these people are going to be bots, so we can just deal a lot of damage to them, get a couple eliminations, and the good part about this too is this goes towards our sprites and upgrading them. Ooh, hey, big chest right here. The blue chests do have really good spawn rates. Whoa! Did not realize we were just dropping right onto them, but hey, we'll take that. And we could go right up here, and the final one should be... Oh, everybody's got a self-revive, I do believe, which is quite... Whoa! I have never seen that little glitch right there. In reality, with the self-revives, this might make this a little bit more challenging. And we're actually out of ammo, so we just need to go in here and get another gun. This is also the only problem with doing something like this during a power hour, is because you can't really do much about this. I mean, thankfully, they are a team of bots, so, you know, there we go. We get them out now. We're also in a power hour, so we do get double XP for our sprites. So, as you can see already, just from this, we have our sprite to level 4. Now, it's important to note that in a regular match, you're probably not going to have your sprite at level 4. By the time you leave here, you will have your sprite to probably about level 3, just into level 3. And right here, just running around on the ground, I believe this is a gold fire sprite, and it is. I'm actually going to pop the chug. You know, I'm almost tempted to not take this guy, but because we do have extra sprite dust upon extraction, it's worth it. And we're just going to hit this impulse right here. And I just like to check the beach, because a lot of times that beach can end up having a rare chest spawn. And, hey, those have a very good spawn rate for the sprites, so it's very important to open those when you see them. Even if it's out of your way, you need to open them. And even the basic chests can have good sprites in them, and it's definitely worth, if they're right there, go ahead and open them. And it's also important to know too, with this strategy, that in this house right here, if you go over into the garage, there is an underground area that you can use keys on. And in that area, it comes with an automatic guaranteed sprite chest and rare chest. So it is very, very good if you have a key. And there's also another key location on the map if you pull a key later when looting. And as you can see, there's another sprite chest, and it is right on top of this building right here. So you could climb up on top of here, open up the chest, and sadly we don't get anything super good. And also, it's good for this area because you can have a car spawn, and it helps you with just getting to the next location. But it's only this location because you're fixing to use a launch pad anyways, so it's not worth taking the car any longer than to get to here. And as you can see, unfortunately, somebody did open up this sprite chest, and obviously we can see they got a demon sprite. Now, I'm not going to pick this up because I prefer to have at least one weapon, especially since we are in zone. And one interesting thing about this match, if you look at the map, Latte Landing has blue over it. And what that means is that it's going to have a higher chance of spawning in rare chest. And that's actually perfect for the strategy that we're running. And I'll get to that in a little bit. And this, again, another sprite chest. And we get the ghost sprite. Again, if it was a special rarity, maybe I would pick it up. But since it's just a basic one, it's not really worth carrying right now, because I like the things I have in my inventory. And you can see how quickly, too, we're able to get through here with the movement. There's a person right there, but they don't seem to be too interested in us, so we're not going to be interested in them. And with that, we now are at our next location. Now, for this route, there are really only 2 more locations of Sprites chest that I go to. So I'm just going to pop the rift because I don't really like going through the forest, and it just makes this a little bit quicker. So the next locations, there's one right here, and we're just going to go to this one first. And Let's see, are we going to get lucky? It does not seem like we were lucky. We are not. But thankfully, there is another one right here that we can go to. And it is important to note that... Oh, and it has already been looted. Now, this is one that is more commonly looted. It's also important to note that there is a key card in here. So if you get one of the key cards in the game, you can go in there and open it up, and it will have a guaranteed 2 Sprite chests, and it will have 1 blue chest as well. So it can be very, very good to go there. Now, in the situation we're in now, I'm going to go to the map. So there are Sprite chests located in this area of the map. Particularly, there is one right here. You could continue to loot there. There is one that is in here. So if you wanted to, you could continue going that way. Now, for me, I like to actually end the route right here, and I will see if Golden Grove, Wonky Land, or Latte Landing have the blue marker on them. And if they do, I'll actually end up going to one of those locations because, obviously speaking, those blue chests have a really good chance of dropping rare sprites. So I like to land those locations just to see if there's any chests that were missed by previous squads that landed there. And a lot of times you'll find 1 or 2 of the rare chests haven't been opened. Now, it's important to note that if you want to extract these sprites, it's usually best to extract them in zone. And one important thing is I'm not going to go back to Latte Landing, and the only reason is because it's in zone and there's a high chance that there is going to be a squad over there, and because I'm obviously a solo, it doesn't really make sense for me to go and push into that fight, because a lot of times it's going to be extremely dangerous and you're probably not going to make it out alive unless you were very, very good at the game. But I'm actually going to extract here. Hey, we extract a maxed out Earth Sprite, a Gold Fire Sprite, and a Gummy Water Sprite. This is a really good run right here. With that, it was a great run right there. We got some great sprites extracted, and I hope that y'all find this route to be very beneficial and that y'all get a lot of great sprite pulls as well. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and please subscribe. Thank you very much. See y'all later. Bye.